I'm calling this the French Riviera Carryall. It's a fun carryall. I'm using it as a beach purse. What's different about this one is it has a large rectangle bottom. I made this one out of cotton. You could use nylon if you're going to be using it at the beach also. And in the bottom I have a large piece of cardboard that is surrounded by black plastic to help keep it more waterproof. It's a very simple purse to make because it's all made in basically single crochets. So now to start the bottom, the measurements on this purse are: this base is 14 inches by 5 inches. The body is 14 inches by 12 inches. And like I said, it's all made in single crochet. I'll put this back here for now. And your basic chain, I did 57 chains and I was using an H hook. So again, it just depends on what size you want to make it. The second chain from the end, I worked my single crochet in, and I'm just working a single crochet in each chain. I like to try to work through that little back hump so you have a nice clean edge on the other side. So I'll just finish off my little row here, and it's the basic single crochet, just inserting your hook under the loop, taking a yarn over, pulling it through, yarn over, pull it through. And when you complete each round, or row, right now because we're doing the flat bottom, do a chain 1 and turn, and just continue working evenly in your single crochets until you have finished your base. After you finished your base, we're going to start working around the edge, because now we're going to start working in a spiral up. So I did 24 rows for that bottom base, and my last round here, I'm going to be beginning the rounds. I work evenly along this top and then on the sides here. You work 3 single crochets in each corner. So you come along, 3 single crochets, work across your rough edge with single crochets, 3 single crochets in the corner and along until you've completed a round. Just make sure that the numbers match, that your rough edges are both equal in stitches and the same on the long edges, that they should be equal in stitches, but just count to be sure. So once you finish that now, you're going to start just working in a spiral. Be sure to mark your first stitch. You can use a little stitch marker if you like to use those, or you can even use a safety pin. Some people just use a little bit of colored yarn to tie up, but just so you can see as you're working up these spirals. And in that first part of the body, I did 11 rows. I did 11 rows. So I've worked up, and I'm now on row 11, and I'm always working on the front. It's not turned around. Once you start working the spiral, you're always working on the front, and I'm just going to take a little piece of ribbon yarn here to show you how you do that stitch, and it's a front ruffle. Now to begin, always fold over your ladders, and this is just to begin and end the project, and the reason for that is so you have a nice edge instead of the ragged edge hanging out. And these little ladders are the spaces up on top, and it's very easy to do. I'm just going to insert my hook under those 2 ladders for this, but once I'm finished it would just be a single ladder. Then go under your single crochet, top 2 stitches as normal, yarn over, pull through, and complete your single crochet. Now in this one I'm working a ruffle stitch, a front ruffle single crochet stitch, and then 2 plain single crochets. And the reason for that is the ruffle is not as tight. Sometimes I do it where each stitch is a ruffle stitch, but it makes it quite tight, where we want a looser ruffle for this. And I just pick up the next one after I've done, set it in front, insert my hook through the and under those two, and do my single crochet. And as you begin working, it's quite easy because the yarn just folds over as you're working each next stitch. So it's a ruffle stitch and then 2 single crochets in between your ruffle. And you end that round and drop your yarn or your ruffle yarn to the front and continue working single crochets, and you're going to work 3 rows of single crochets. You can see it here. You've got a ruffle row, and then you've got 3 rows of single crochets. It's a little hard to tell in the black. 3 rows of single crochets, ruffle row, 3 rows of single crochet, ruffle row, and you just keep dropping the ruffle yarn to the fabric, and when it's time to pick it up, you're back at the same spot. You just pick it up and move that next ladder up to the row or round that you're working. And for this one, I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, looks like 10, 11, 12. So I've made it all ruffles. After I have completed my last ruffle row, so you work all around and you complete your last ruffle row, now you work 3 single crochet rows, and we're going to begin to bring it in so it's not as wide. And to do that, we're just doing a 2 single crochets together, and again, very easy to do. Move this back here a little bit. You just insert your hook as if you were going to do a single crochet, yarn over and pull through. Insert your hook in the next one as if you're going to do a single crochet, yarn over, pull it through. You now have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. So you've decreased a single crochet. And for this next row, you're going to work all the way around, decreasing your single crochets. So it's 1 complete row of decreasing single crochets, 1 row maintaining the same number of single crochets, and then the final row is the 2 single crochets together, 4 regular crochets in between, 2 single crochets together. So you can see here you've done your plain rows, you've done 1 row that really tightens it up, 1 plain row, and then 1 row where you do the single crochet together, and then 4 regular crochets. And then I finished it off with working in the back loop only, a slip stitch all the way around to give it some body. And the final thing is to find some fun handles. I really like these wrapped hand handles. And just place them in the proper location for yours. And with the yarn, I've used a tapestry needle to sew it on. So let me see if I can get kind of a full shot more of this purse. It's a very, very nice beach bag, and it would be a wonderful gift for someone or a gift for yourself. If you'd like to see the actual pattern, go to free patterns at simpleandsensational.com, but look under the Ruffles Galore category. This is where this new collection of ruffle purses and accessories and items for your home can be found.